Hello and welcome to my channel. In this video you're going to see how I made these Christmas baubles, and these are cute tree hangings that you can make your own self, and they're very simple to do, and I'm going to show you 4 different designs. Let's get started. First you have to make the balls, and you can choose whatever size you want to make, and it's easier if you do all the balls first and then you can design them later. So I made a few balls and then I started off designing them. So I'm just felting down some carded wool. This is Corriedale slivers, and they're easier to handle and you get them really at a very good price from World of Wool. So I'm going to shape it into a ball and make it nice and firm to my desired size. You can make them smaller, you can make them bigger, however you want them. So I had sketched them earlier on my iPad, and these are the different designs I want to make. So the first design I'm going to do is the penguin, and I'm using my watercolor marker. You can use any marker, but it shouldn't be too dark, I think. And along the line of my drawing I'm going to cover it with the black part, the black wool. I'm using a merino top, black colored, and the rest of it I'm going to cover with white. That's also a merino top. I think it's called Lightning. I'm going to cover the whole thing with white. This is going to be the rim of the hat, so I'm just gonna felt it down a bit, make the edges a bit neater. So as I'm going to show you 4 designs, I'm just gonna hurry up. I've flattened it with my hair straightener iron, and you get a nice edge using the hair iron. So this is going to be the rim, and as I've mentioned earlier in my videos that I am self-taught, and with every project that you do you learn more. So this was the first bauble I was making, and I made the whole hat, and the next ones I did, I got them done in a quicker way. I'm going to add a little ribbon, and I'm going to stitch it on the top using my needle and thread so it's nice and secure. So this is going to be the hanging part. So you can use any ribbon or a string that you have. So just stitched it. Now I'm going to make the red hat. So I've taken some wool and I'm roughly felting it down. Now I'm seeing how it's going to cover the head, and then I'm going to shape it on top of the head itself. And I'm shaping it with my needle, so it takes quite some time to felt down the merino top, but the hat turns out to be really good. So if you want to make a detailed red hat, you can keep felting and do it this way. It does seem a bit tricky in the beginning, but when you keep felting it, it becomes easier. And I'm going to cover it in a way that the ribbon sticks out and I still have the edge of the hat sticking out. And it's going to be felted in a cone shape. So you can see that it's forming shape and I've got a nice edge to it. You have to keep felting it until you get it nice and firm, and it's going to take some time. Now I'm going over the edges and making them neater. If you want, you can stick a pom-pom ball at the end of the hat, like on the top of the hat. So now I'm making tiny black eyes. Just taken some bits of wool. I've cut them because if you just pull the wool, it's going to be too long. So if you want a really tiny bit, it's easier to cut it off. And make the eyes with them. Now I've got some orange wool. I've just rolled it. I'm going to shape it on to the mouth. And I've just shaped it with my needle. Same way I'm doing the feet. Just rolled some wool, placed it on my piece, and then I'm going to shape it with my needle. Taking some white wool, made the top. So this is the penguin done, and it looks really cute. So for the next balls, what I did was I stitched the ribbon first and then I designed them. So for this one, I'm going to design the big-eyed owl and a bit cartoonish. So I'm drawing where the head is gonna be and the little wings. And I'm starting off with eggshell color. So this is the lightest shade I had. You can use light brown or the flesh color if you have. So I had the eggshell color, so I'm using that around the eyes. So this is going to be the face. So once you've got the ball done, the rest of it is just flat felting, because we're just designing the baubles. Next I'm going to add the white color for the eyeballs, like the eyes, not the eyeballs. And for the beak, I've just rolled some yellow wool and I'm going to shape it on top of the head like I did with the penguin, And it's easier to do it this way, so you know exactly the size of the beak you need. If you make it separately, maybe you'll turn up making it a bit bigger or smaller, so it's easier to design it on the piece. Just felting down the edges. So I've got a nice cute beak. Now I'm going to add the eyeballs using black pieces of wool that I've got. Haven't pulled them out, but I've got them. I'm giving an outline to the eyes so they become prominent. So I'm using the light brown color and a very thin strand, just going around the eyes. Now I'm going to cover the rest of the body with a darker brown color. So when the whole body is done, I'm going to make it wear a hat, and this time I'm just going to put the red color on and felt it down like I covered the rest of the body. I'm just going to cover the head with red color. I haven't felted it down as I had done before, and I'm not going to make a pointy hat. So this is more easier and quicker to do, and it looks equally cute. So as I said earlier, it's with every piece that you learn a bit more. So I found this the easier method. Now I'm going to give it a rim with some white wool. In the same way, I'm just going to felt the white wool on the piece, and I haven't felted it earlier or ironed it out. Feet I'm making the same way as I made of the penguin. Just rolled some wool, and I'm going to shape it where I need them to be, making really tiny wings to make 2 of them. Now I'm attaching them on both the sides. So that is the owl done. Now I'm going to make a gnome, or a gonk as they call it. So for this I just need to know where the hat is going to be and where the nose is going to be. So I've just rolled some flesh colored, that was the eggshell, and I've just rolled it and I've placed it on the wall, and I'm shaping it now. I'm covering the sides and the body with blue color and more flesh color on the cheeks where it's going to be covered. So I had gotten some wool, the curly wool from Etsy, and I used that to make the beard. I felted the mustache And then I've added more curls to form the beard, and you can add as many as you want to make a long one if you want. I'm giving the rim of the hat, and the hat was made the same way as of the owl. And this is the Christmas pudding, so I've designed it with my marker. I'm covering it with brown. I've covered the whole ball with the brown color, and I'm going to make the icing with white. And these are really fun to do, just coloring in the ball with your needle. Now I'm going to make some cherries, and you can make them as per your design. I'm just doing it freehand, as my drawing was completely hidden with the white. I'm going to draw again to see where the leaves are going to be and where the cherries are going to be. I'm just making them neater. So with the cherries done, I'm adding green color, and you can add different shades of green if you want. I'm just making leaves. Felting them down. When you're happy with the leaves, your pudding is done. And I hope you enjoyed these Christmas crafts, and do subscribe for more fun projects. These are the bubbles done. This is how they look hanging. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed.